Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Hi, welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
All right, hello and welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast for your Wednesday. Yeah, it's kind of a weird week for me because I kind of mentally was set on today was going to be my last day for the week, and then I was going to be heading off to Chicago. There's a big radio convention that they do there every year in Chicago, and I was excited to go there and see some old radio buds and things like that. And my situation fell through. So because Palm Beach County started back to school, my kid is in school, and I thought my daughter was going to be able to get him. My daughter had something come up, and so I went to Plan B, and Plan B fell through, and then Plan C fell through, and it just wasn't meant to be. And so I am going to be here for the rest of the week. So, yeah, I was really bummed because, the convention's great. It's cool to go and, meet a bunch of old friends. In fact, there's a bunch of texts that were kind of going around from some of my buddies in radio. And they're like, "You going to be there?" And I was like, man, everything just fell through, and I wasn't able to go. And so what I was bummed about is that the Cubs are in town. We were going to go to a Cubs game at Wrigley, which you're talking about that. I love Wrigley Field.
It's so fun.
The Yankees are in town to play the White Sox. So I had that option. And then, ironically, the Dolphins are in Chicago to play the Bears at Soldier Field.
Wow.
So I had all these things. I'm like, it was falling together. Like, this is going to be my best trip ever to Chicago.
That's how you should have known it wasn't going to happen.
Yes. I'm like, this is too good because everything is working out so great. And then I got the call. I'm like, yeah, I got something else that came up. I can't go get Cannon from school. And, it just, I was so bummed. So
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So it's all good. But, I like being here with you guys. So we'll see. But yeah, it's kind of like here we are in this year, and I still got a ton of vacation days I got to start blowing out. So it wasn't gonna. I might take off a couple days next week. So,
okay, whatever you want to do, just let us know.
Yeah. So we'll figure it out. So who knows? Got to get Bird back. He's hopefully going to be back with us next week on Monday. So he's patching in from the studio. Yeah, we got you. Yeah, he's okay. There. Yeah, all locked in there. Good news is Bird is under 100 degrees for his temperature, and they say that now a fever is considered at 100.4.
Oh.
So that or higher. So Bird is under the fever, and so if he can maintain this for 3 more days, you're not going to make the cut for this week. But, yeah, you're on track to be back in studio on Monday with this big guy.
Technically, I can, if I get a negative test by Friday, I'm allowed to be with people again, right? By the weekend, if no symptoms.
I think the main thing that they're saying, especially at this round, has changed a little bit with the Delta variant because you're seeing a lot more fevers. At least I am from people who seem to be getting it. It's almost like there's some flu-like essence to this Delta variant. And so I am hearing a lot more people saying 3 days after you have broken that fever is pretty much it. Because when you have a fever, you typically have a virus your body's fighting off. You're shedding the virus, which means you're contagious. So that's pretty much how that's been going.
Not to make this all about COVID, but my sister said she's got her husband's a firefighter, and they've had COVID and they had no symptoms, but they keep testing positive, so they're not allowed to go back into work. Let's just say for shits and giggles, it's next Sunday and I test positive still. Am I not allowed into work?
No, I don't think that not many people I know of that's going with that because I've heard, some people were texting us saying it was 4 months later and I'm still testing positive because it just is still in your system. And so I don't know that many people are using that as the way. It seems like the test on getting back in is it's you got to get rid of your symptoms, and then it's about like 3 days after that, and typically the fever.
Unless you're going to Lollapalooza, and then they want you to have a negative test.
Yeah, that's true.
I just want to.
Yeah.
I want to fuck up some pizza, man.
But you can't taste it. That's so weird.
I know.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
can do that at home. You can do that today if you want.
Well, I'm sorry, Kevin. I keep talking over you like a prick. What did you say?
No, I was just saying, yeah, you don't need a negative test. You can do that today if you want to fuck up some pizza. You don't have to come here to do that.
My theory that I can't taste anything and I'm going to get fat, that I just keep going back to the well because I just miss it.
Well, that bite didn't work. Let me try another bite. Nope, that bite didn't work. Let me try another bite. Nope, that bite didn't work.
So pizza tastes the same as lettuce?
Well, the one thing that I can decipher from it's just the texture.
Yeah.
So I can feel that it'd be lettuce, but the taste, I wouldn't know a fucking difference.
And when it sits in your tummy, do you feel like, carb happy, the pizza, I mean?
No, because it's basically like coming without the good feeling.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Is this thing on? Hello? Oh my gosh. Did I shut the room down?
Thanks for making it sexy.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it so gross. I apologize.
Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
He's got COVID brain, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Don't judge him.
Yeah.
Dude, that makes sense. But all right, I'll back away from it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, when it comes to the work thing, it's becoming interesting. They say that more employers are now telling employees that they need to be vaccinated to come work in person. Some people are risking being fired. And they say that employees fired for failing to get vaccinated likely won't qualify for unemployment benefits.
Oh.
Typically, an employee who is terminated for failing to comply with company policies is not eligible for unemployment benefits, which would include refusing to comply with a company's COVID-19 prevention policies, masking requirements, or vaccine requirements.
Ouch.
They say an employee who has proof of a medical exemption or religious objection to receiving a COVID-19 vaccine may still be eligible to collect unemployment benefits if fired, but that's what you would need. And for instance, the government, the Pentagon, is going to require members of the U.S. military to get the COVID vaccine by September 15th. So you have to do it. You don't have a choice. So that's what's happening for a lot of people. I know there's that's kind of a big debate. A lot of places like the NFL, there's some players saying that they don't want to do it. They're being strong-armed by the NFL and things like that. So that's really kind of where it is. New York City is doing that thing where you got to have the vaccine to go to restaurants.
Right.
Different events, vaccine or you're not getting in. So, yeah, that's something that's going on. So we'll see. We shall see. I actually have, maybe this will be a weekly ritual, but I set up again for this week to get the vaccine. I have an appointment on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Unless I cancel.
Speaking of vaccines and medical stuff, how's your bitch ass tooth? Your bat?
It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm so happy. Yeah,
Good.
it was great. Honestly, I can't say enough about Dr. Gaddis and the job that he did. But yeah, that was really kind of a big deal. Like it was, if I forgot to time out the ibuprofen at the right time, I would get a throbbing pain that just you couldn't focus or anything. And I did that for, I don't know how, a couple months it felt like.
That's ridiculous.
I was that way. It was terrible. And yeah, just to not even, I don't even think about it now. Just to have that, man, tooth pain is real, y'all. Tooth pain and back pain. Two of the worst things you can have.
It's awful. And I do, what the fuck do they put in Tylenol? Because that is the one thing that has kept me sane through having COVID, especially when I was really having the terrible aches and the fever. What kind of magical shit is in Tylenol?
It's acetaminophen?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, acetaminophen is one and ibuprofen's the other one.
Amazing. I honestly, I can't say enough about Tylenol. My hat's off to it.
Yeah.
Well, take your hat off then. I'm watching you on KVJ TV. Your hat's still on, asshole.
Yeah. Well, no, man, I have a rat's nest right now.
Show that hair. Show that hair. We want to see your COVID do. He won't show it because he knows there's ladies watching.
Oh, yeah.
I don't give a
Oh, yeah.
I know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Marcy's watching.
You don't know dick.
Yeah. It's going to be coming out the other end of this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Bird when he gets back on the loose.
Looking for some post-COVID poontang. He's going to be sniffing around, ladies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He might not be able to smell you, but he'll be sniffing.
You can't smell or taste.
Yeah, he'll still be sniffing, though.
Oh, that means that I can power through anything.
Oh, yeah, you can.
That might not be a good thing in the bedroom.
Oh, I don't know.
I
don't think it hurt
I think you
anything.
look at it too. I think it could be a great thing, and it could also be a horrible thing.
I think the only issue you have right now is your energy levels. That'd be the only thing. I mean, you take pride in being a workhorse, but what happens when that, horse is tired?
He needs
No,
to be,
you're right.
He needs to be serviced.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be the challenge there. So, yeah, I don't know. Other than that, I don't think you have too much of a detriment. You should be all right there. So, we'll see. Got some fun photos yesterday for Do It Bitch. The losers, which was Jaybird and Denny's, had to pay off a challenge, but I stepped in for the bird, and it was a toothpaste sandwich. Denny's got the Toms that doesn't have the fluoride in it, so it's not lethal if you eat it. But, boy, it was a lot tougher than I thought. I went keto, so I had mine on lettuce.
Lettuce wrap.
Yeah, lettuce wrap.
Toothpaste sandwich.
Yeah, here is Tracy took some still shots. That was kind of my reaction if you're watching KVJ TV. And it was tough. It was so minty, and it just felt like it was closing I felt like my chest was collapsing, the heartburn from it. And then poor Denny's. I mean, look at him down there below. He's like, look at that bottom photo. That's what I love. Denny's like, oh. Poor,
miserable.
Well, look at him there. Your boy's struggling. He's having a hard time.
Yeah.
So.
I feel real bad about that.
Yes. That was a tough segment. Now, maybe I'm understanding this. I don't know. We always get, odd ideas. I love the ideas that people throw at us. And there's, been some bits that we've done based on ideas that listeners have thrown our way. I'm like, yeah, you know what? We can run with that as is, or I can adapt it and turn it into something. Kevin sent this email, and he said, I want to wish Bird a speedy recovery, and I want to suggest a new bit for when he returns. As a little seg from Denny's Knows When You're High, perhaps Bird could follow up with Jaybird Knows Your Snack. I'm sure you can guess where I'm going with this, but you give the caller 3 snacks to choose from, and they lock in their answer without Bird's knowledge. Bird would then ask them a few questions and see if he can use his magical snack power to guess which snack the caller has chosen, like Snickers, Butterfinger, or Milky Way. The bit might flop, or I might be high. Kevin sent that in. I think what he's going for here, and the concept would be, is, do certain snacks and foods gravitate towards certain people? Like when you look at circus peanuts, I've actually had this before. Because I remember the last person I saw eating circus peanuts, I thought to myself, I'm like going, you know what? That's the kind of motherfucker that would eat a circus peanut. And there was something to it where I'm just like, the kind of food that you eat sometimes does sometimes attach itself to what your personality is like. And so I think that's kind of what he's going about. You want to get to learn something about somebody and say, are they the kind of person that would eat this or that? And maybe you can see if there's a connection.
Yeah, there's people that have a Mountain Dew face. They have a look of someone who's been drinking Mountain Dew their entire life.
See, all of us have the propensity to be judgy and look, because we do. We judge books by their cover.
Yeah, well, you really can. I mean, we all create a profile, and that's just what we are as human beings. You talk about being judgy, but a lot of it is just, look, we just use deductive reasoning.
It's
There's
judgy.
nothing wrong with it. Well, it is.
Because we all do it.
Well, yeah, but you know what it is it's everybody creates judgments. Judgy's got such a negative thing. I've talked about that. And
I like judgy.
Yeah, you just can't help yourself. It is a survival tactic that human beings and animals even have. Animals will judge you.
Yep.
Animals look you up and down, be like, can I trust this dude or what?
Could I take him in a fist fight?
Right. So they're judging you as well. So that's just part of what it is. But yeah, and it might be, of course, your appearance is a big one, because you look at me and you're like going, yeah, that's the kind of guy that would eat lettuce wraps or this or that. I probably don't have Mountain Dew face.
Speaking of judging, though, how shitty are circus peanuts? What a shitty ass snack.
Yeah, no, they're terrible. And you're right. The person who eats circus peanuts fits a certain profile. And when I saw this person, it's exactly why I thought that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not surprised. Who would eat this snack? That dude right there. It just fit. Profile.
Do I have a croissant look?
You actually have a Hot Pocket look.
Yeah.
I think croissant's a little too fancy.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I didn't feel that either. Croissant did not feel right. I'm like, no, you actually don't. You're right. You nailed it with a Hot Pocket, Virginia.
You're too all-American white trash for the croissant.
I know you're trying to be insulting. Fuck that. Trick's on you. Major compliment.
Yeah. So I think there maybe is something there. I can try to work with that, Kevin, try to come up with a concept that makes sense and it's easy to play and execute. But yeah, it's basically a food profile game.
Gotcha.
Is what it is.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. People think I'm lying, but I legit have a snack profile on many of our KVJ Nationers, especially the ones in our chat room. I have all kind of files about what foods they like. Many people think it's weird, but it is my truth.
Well, you know what we could do is people could help us out here. And I think what it is, you know, we want to know maybe 3 things about you. Like a hobby. I'm into horseback riding and, you know, I love Pilates and blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, you could give us what your favorite snack is, and I could put 2 dummy snacks around it. And then I read off 3 fun facts about this person. Would this person eat this, or that as their favorite snack? And then I think that's what basically the game comes down to, right?
Totally.
Yeah.
I could walk down the hall here at work and look at our coworkers and tell you what their favorite foods are.
Yeah,
Totally.
I think it does, because it all does tie together. You look at where you hang out, your friend group, what you do with your free time, what your hobbies are. And yeah, you're probably what you eat is a big determinant about your personality and your profile and who you think you are. I mean, there are foods and places we shop and things we buy and we drink because we think it fits our persona and who we are. And that's all this is.
Yeah, I get it. I'm actually going through my snack profile right now, and I can tell you that a Nate C prefers quarter pounder meat over a Big Mac. I can tell you that Toph in the chat room loves lemonade. So I have a whole thing going on over here.
Is quarter pounder meat different than Big Mac meat, or is it the same meat?
I believe he likes quarter pounder better just than Big Mac. To be quite honest with you, is what my notes is.
It's the same damn burger, though, isn't it?
Is it?
That's debatable.
I don't think it's the same patty.
It's a different patty?
It's definitely not the same patty.
Okay, but it'd be cut from the same cow, right? I mean, it's not any kind of different beef.
We don't know that.
I don't want to speak on that because I don't know. But according to my notes, my notes do say that he likes the one sandwich better than the other. So I apologize for the confusion.
We got somebody needing some advice here. Anonymous on the ATS says, I was talking with my girlfriends about how a guy in our friend group keeps sliding into my DMs, and that I tried to turn him down gently, but he keeps sending me messages, and it honestly is starting to creep me out. It turned out that they were having the same issue with this guy, and they have also told him they weren't interested, but he isn't getting the hint.
He's saying the same thing to every girl?
Apparently he's, hedging his bets. We still want to be his friend, but how else can we handle this situation? Because saying no or I'm not interested doesn't seem to be working out. It is even starting to happen when we hang out with our group of friends. He'll make flirtatious comments or make us feel guilty by saying no girls are ever interested in him. It is starting to make us uncomfortable, and we don't even want to go to hangouts if we know he's there. Do you have any advice? I don't. Why do you want to keep hanging out with him? I mean, if he's making you feel uncomfortable and he doesn't stop and he's taking it from Instagram to this, I mean, what else? What other redeeming qualities does this guy have that's making up for the fact that you still want to hang out with him, even though he's making things awkward?
You probably all need to maybe, I don't want to say confront him because that seems very aggressive. I don't want you to make it aggressive, but just let him know that all of you have talked and you're all not interested in dating him, but you want to be his friend, but you're just weirded out by how he's doing this to all of you. And you're just like, dude, be cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I honestly, at this point, wouldn't you cut him if he was in your friend group? Wouldn't you just be like,
I wouldn't want him in my friend group. There's something here though why they keep him around. Maybe he's a rich guy. Maybe he brings the best booze.
He brings the weed.
He brings the boat. Something. There's something there why they want to keep him in the friend group, but they don't want to bang him. But they need to just let him know that, okay, the gig is up. We all have talked, and we all know that you're saying this to all of us, so we know none of us are special. We know you're just trying to hit it with all of us. Just stop. Let's just be friends and be chill.
yeah, I think that's it. I mean, if you do care about it, sometimes you just got to level with somebody. Because the only other thing is you just stop inviting them around. So if you still want them in the friend group, I think you give them one last chance to say, nobody's interested in dating you. You need to chill and back off of it. Because if you don't, then we're going to stop inviting you. You know, I think it's sometimes when you're younger, it's harder to be honest, but it's best to just be honest. And sometimes just level with people. When they put you in difficult situations, be like, look, I got to tell you something, man. That's just what it is. There's no fault of your own for feeling that way. Multiple people feel that way.
Just be gentle, but be telling him the truth. Don't try to crush his soul and be nasty to him or all gang up on him. That's not what you want to do. You just want to let him know, hey, you know, we all spoke to each other. And we all have the same story, and we just want you to know we're not interested, but we want to be your friend. I mean, let us be your wingmen. Let's go out, and maybe we can find a girl for you.
Yeah.
But we're not that girl.
Right. There you go.
Yeah, this guy's way too creepy. He's going to continue to hit on them. You got to drop him.
Yeah, he gets maybe the one last chance if you want, and then after that, bye-bye. See you later, dude. Getting out of here. Did you see that they're bringing the Bright Line back?
I did.
In November. I guess that's what we expected, but they're going to resume regular service. So far,
I was hoping it would be earlier because they said fall. And to me, October is fall. So I was really excited about October, but now it's not going to be till November.
Well, it'll be, and they haven't given a specific date, just sometime in November. So I guess, you know, it'll be up and cranking for season, running between West Palm, Fort Lauderdale, Miami. And I know they're working on the other stations. Boca's going to be coming up, I think, next summer, something like that.
Yep.
So.
And they're working still on Orlando, which is a few years out, but that's coming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think really the big question for me right now is just what things are going to continue to stay open no matter what's happening with the COVID and which ones are going to back off. I mean, are we going to get closer to November and then Brightline's going to be like, you know what, actually, no.
That right there is the $1 million question.
Yeah.
No one knows because it feels like from week to week, COVID keeps playing games with us.
Yeah. You don't know what's going to be happening. So, and it seems like concerts, some stay open. They put you through this rigmarole to get in. Others are just saying, nah, forget it. We're closing. I think the only good news for me right now is they're not doing anything like that with football. Football's staying open, plowing through. And a lot of people point out that the Miami football teams, you don't have to worry about it because they can't reach capacity anyway. So you can go to a Miami Hurricane football game. You can go to a Miami Dolphin game, and you're going to be okay. So there you go.
Are you guys, what are you guys having for lunch today?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I had a rough day yesterday, so I ate all my feelings all day long.
No. What'd you eat?
So normally I wouldn't even do this, but I had the kids, I had Rocco, and I had his little cousin, and we hit the McDonald's drive-thru, and they ordered Happy Meals. I ordered a double cheeseburger with extra cheese. I just needed it. I was so sad. I needed something to fill my soul.
Okay.
And then I went and had fried chicken tenders after that I dipped in like this cream cheese sauce that I made because I was so sad.
Okay.
Like I ate all my feelings.
Yeah.
I ate 3 big grilled cheese croissants last night and couldn't taste a fucking thing.
What?
And I put macaroni and cheese in it too, just because I wanted to feel normal. But that's my fear is I'm going to eat, can't taste it, and I'm going to get fat again.
Yeah, you're getting none of the joy.
Well, if you keep up this, you will.
I know.
Dude, hit the brakes.
I know. I can hit the brakes, man. I'm longing just for normalcy. And my sister bought me all these croissants from Costco, and I can't fucking stop eating them.
Even though you can't taste them?
Yes, even though I can't. I love the texture.
Dude,
but I can't taste them.
I'm going to drop off a box of vegetables today. You might as well.
But the texture sucks, though. I mean, if you're eating now just for texture and not taste, that's the problem with vegetables, too, is, the texture a lot of times isn't that great. Depending upon what you're getting.
I can tell that it was a flake, that the croissants are flaky, which is nice. That does give me some solace.
It's a good feel.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I can't taste them, though.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, guys. I'm just working through it.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I'm having keto Cajun butter steak with asparagus today.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Keto Cajun butter steak sounds lovely.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, it's so good. That's a meal I got waiting for me at home.
Yummy.
Very excited. Kind of a quick programming note today. Martin County North is going to be representing Florida in the Little League World Series in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. The team from Palm City is going to be playing for the Southeast Region Championship today at 2 p.m. on ESPN. So if you got nothing going on, flip on ESPN at 2 p.m. today and root them on. They're our representative.
Yeah, I was watching some yesterday too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's that'd be a really cool thing to be a part of, to be on that, just to say that you did and you could. So.
Yeah. Is it bad that I really want to put some money down on this? Let it ride real hard?
Well, that's what's interesting because they have apparently, it looks like right now the green light is on for sports betting starting October 15th in the state of Florida. And will you be able to start betting on some of these things? What are they going to have guidelines on? Because that was kind of an issue with, and it has been, with Little League football, and especially in Miami. They are betting like crazy on some of these kids' games. And I've seen like documentaries that they have done, and some of these kids get hassled by dudes in the parking lot going, "You just cost me $1,000, asshole." And they're like, "I'm a kid."
I'm a kid playing a kid sport.
Right.
What are you doing, you asshole adult?
Right. So I assume they won't ever greenlight kids sports for that reason. Because, if you're an adult and you're a professional and you get paid, you're like, all right, that's just part of the grief you got to deal with. Kids are supposed to still be playing for fun. So I imagine that they won't, but you never know. Will it get to the point? Could you actually go and lay money on the kid that wins the spelling bee? Can you bet on that? Because people will bet on anything.
Great question.
And,
I would.
ESPN over the last weekend, if you were watching it at all, we talked about the air guitar championships they were doing on Friday night. They went on, they had marble racing, they had rock skipping. They have had the most unbelievable, ridiculous sports. But honestly, the fun thing about it, if I were with my buddies, I'd put $5 on this guy. I'm like, this guy looks like the guy who was like the rock skipping champ. He had a wily, scrawny kind of guy look that it fit his profile. Like, this is the kind of guy, you know how we all fit a profile?
Sure.
You looked at him, you'd be like, that guy could skip the hell out of a rock. And sure enough, he could skip the hell out of a rock. And I bet, you know what? He's the kind of guy that looks like he would eat catfish.
I get it.
There was just something about it.
Oh, fried catfish is delicious, in his defense.
Absolutely, but it went all through and through. So who knows? I mean, once they get the betting going on, there might be all kinds of ridiculous stuff you'll be able to start betting on. That's what they do at the Super Bowl. They've got all those prop bets.
Yeah.
All that dumb stuff that people bet on. I mean, it could be absolutely fun or crazy or insane. The other thing that's... Go ahead, Bird.
Oh, honestly, it was actually a terrible thought. It has something to do with me catching catfish as a kid and with a cane pole, and it's going to completely ruin your train of thought. So, as you were.
He's the cane pole. You're the catfish.
Okay, cane pole catfish guy.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Kev. I can't even fucking even hear you guys. It's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
And it's weird because you're on a delay. So I know what I'm saying right now. You don't even hear it right now. You're not going to hear it for another half a second. It's just off.
Yeah. 2 more days of this.
You're right, Virginia. It is off. Oh, sorry, Kevin.
It's not little kids, but it is young adults. The whole thing they're doing right now with the name, image, likeness. The Miami Hurricane quarterback, De'Aaron King, is doing all this stuff to rack in on the cash because now they're allowed to on their name, image, and likeness. He signed a deal with the Florida Panthers. We're like going, wait, what? College quarterback for football is going to be repping an NHL team? He is.
What?
Yeah, they're going to be doing all kinds of like little deals, merchandise collection, co-branded art, his own exclusive concession menu item. So you go to a Florida Panthers hockey game and you can see the Miami Hurricane quarterback's menu item. I'm like, what? But he's making money. And I was looking last night through my Ohio State Buckeye Twitter and their new freshman coming in. Somebody's, Mark Wahlberg, has got car dealerships in Columbus, Ohio. They give him an ultimate tricked out truck. It's probably like a $70,000 truck.
Wow.
Just to take a photo with it. I mean, these college athletes are going to be making millions of dollars to play at some of these universities. There's a kid that is going to Ohio State. He left high school early because a kombucha beverage said, we'll give you $1 million if you skip your senior year of high school and go into college and make money.
Wow.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's a wild, wild west, Virginia.
It really is, and there's so much money to be made.
Yeah.
Remember how your son was all into the Travis Scott Happy Meal?
Yeah.
Now they've got a new one, Saweetie, the American rapper.
Yeah, she's
you know
hot
her.
right now,
She's
yeah.
hot right now. She's got a meal now at McDonald's. I saw it yesterday.
Yeah, it's all this influencer stuff.
Totally.
Yeah, making money everywhere.
So much money.
It's a different world. A different world. All right, Bird, count down 2 more days, and you're back in studio with us, my man. So excited
Can't wait,
about
guys.
that.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it'll be good to get the Bird back. So we got a Thursday, Friday, and then the weekend. Thank you guys for being here, and we will talk to you all later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.